Hello again guys, welcome to another Universal Fighting Engine tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to use the move editor and how to have your character running on UFE in less than 20 minutes. A special thanks to Emmanuel Marenco for providing us with this character. I'm just going to speed up through the initial hitbox setup process as it has been covered in our previous video. To learn more about setting up your character's hitboxes, check the link to the video in the description below. The physics option lets you adjust several key features of how your character behaves in the game. Some of these are self-explanatory, while others might require a little bit of reading. Remember, you can always click on the help icon over each feature for an extensive look on each variable in the live docs. Now let's take a look at the move sets option. Here is where you set all your character's basic and special moves, as well as define some special conditions. Notice you can have multiple move sets in the same character. This is useful for characters that can change between fighting stances or style during gameplay. There are two sets of moves: basic moves and attack and special moves. Basic moves dictate how your character moves and reacts to the environment. For this demo, I've already filled some of the fields below with this character's basic animations. There are several different basic moves, each with its own requirement and options. Some moves like jump, fall, land, and get hit have their own special speed animations adjusted by the engine based on force applied during jump or hit. Not all basic moves are required for the engine to function. If you don't have animations for moves such as jump forward or back, for example, the engine will just use straight jump animations for those events. Parry, blocking, bounce, and knockdowns are only required if your game uses these features. For more information on basic moves, check out the live docs at ufe3d.com. Now let's create our first attack move. You can access the move editor from here or by clicking on Window, UFE, Character Editor. You can also create a new move by clicking on Create, UFE, Move File under the Project tab. The move editor is probably the most extensive tool available on UFE. You use it not only to create attack moves, but any special moves that can potentially take control over your character. Dash, for example, is considered a special move under UFE. An example of dash move is provided with the demo character. When creating a new move, don't forget to create a possible state for it. Here you select in which condition a certain move can be executed. In this case of a standing light kick, we will select stand. Let's set up the animation. If your animation is under an FBX file, unfold its structure to find the animation file. Make sure the animation is compatible with the character model. Now, if you want to preview your character, drag your recently created prefab here. Use the slider to preview the animation as you set the hurt boxes for this move. Toggle Smooth Preview to ignore the frames per second architecture during the preview mode. Select which inputs should be used to trigger this move. Since standing light kick is just a standard move, we only need to set the move execution to a single button. I'll have it here as button 1. For more information on inputs, click on the help icon. Chain moves allow you to set special links into other moves to create combos, as well as special requirements so some moves can only be executed if they are being linked from. You can set in which frames during the move you can have its animation cancel as it connects to the new move. Particle effects allow you to set special prefabs containing effects that can be created at a specific frame during the animation. The same goes for sound effects. You can have multiple sound effects playing at once or at a specific frames. Cinematic options is a particularly interesting feature that takes advantage of the 3D gameplay. It allows you to freeze the game as well as change the camera angle during specific frames of a move. Expect a more in-depth video about cinematics in the near future. Don't forget to check the live docs as it contains very detailed information about this. Self-applied forces lets you move the character as the move is being executed by applying forces to the physics design in your game at a desired frame. You use this to emulate moves like a dragon punch or a dash. The active frames is where you set the most important part of your move, when it should hit and what happens when it does hit. The two major important parts of a hit are when it's active and in which hitboxes are active to register a hit. We call these the hurt boxes. Let's set up the hurt boxes for this move. Since this is a kick using the left leg, let's select two hitboxes representing the left leg joints. You can also adjust the radius and offset of these boxes so they can cover a larger area. Adjust the time when these hurt boxes are active using this slider. Let's add another hurt box here just to cover a higher ground. Now we adjust the damage. And that it suffers damage scaling in case this hits in a combo. Hit stun is the amount of time the enemy stays in hit animation, thus unable to move and be open for combos. The longer the hit stun, the easier it is to connect combos. Force options allows you to set forces that can cause either the character or the opponent to be pushed to a certain direction if the hit connects. Pulling options allows your move to automatically pull the character or the opponent towards the body parts from one another. Time to set the blockable area. This area triggers the opponent to block in case they are holding a block button, such as holding back. If a move has no blockable area, it's considered unblockable. Invincible Frames allows you to hide the hitboxes of your character during a move. You can set the entire character to be invincible or just some parts of it. Ignore body collages allows this character to ignore the opponent's mass when the move is active. This is useful for cross-ups. Finally, use the projectile options to create moves such as fireballs. Set the frame, angle, casting origin, speed, and every other option commonly known in the active frames option. Now, all we gotta do is drag the move to the character.
Round 1. Fight!
Let's split the tabs here so we can see both the scene and game view in action.
Round 1. Fight!
For more videos, don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to check the official Unity thread. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching.